Welcome back everyone, and thank you for joining us once again to another Aviary Birds & Co video. Today's video is going to be an exciting one. We actually have a bird unboxing, a live bird unboxing. But before we get into it, I do want to say, if you guys enjoy our videos here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and comment down below what type of videos you guys would like to see going forward. But as you guys can see, this box came from Tampa, Florida. So I actually ordered some birds off of Paradise Aviary. So if you guys aren't familiar with Paradise Aviary, they do, or he does produce really nice birds. And he does ship as well. So he produces exotic birds, a lot of different species. This particular order that I did with him, I actually ordered 2 pairs of canaries. So I ordered a pair of solid white canaries or white canaries, and I ordered a pair of white mosaics. So super excited. If you guys are interested in ordering from him, his Instagram is Paradise Aviary Exotics, and he also has a YouTube channel. I believe it's called Paradise Aviary. It might be Paradise Aviary Exotics as well. But as you can see, these birds are well packaged. They so today, the day that I received them is Wednesday, and he shipped them out Monday night. So these birds came to me within about 2 days, 2 days of travel. So I do want to say I picked these birds up first thing Wednesday morning. So the post office called me at about 6:15 or so, and as soon as that, it took me 15-20 minutes, and I was at the post office, picked them up. The sooner you can pick your birds up once they get shipped and delivered, the better. Obviously, if you can read, I see at the top there, he did put call upon arrival. So you do need to pick them up at your local post office. So they did call me, and I picked them as soon as possible, just because you don't know how these birds are doing. So they do travel, from Florida to California, which is where I'm from. Is a long distance, so you do want to pick them up as soon as you can. Make sure that they're good to go. Make sure they're healthy, and you do want to get them out of the box, obviously, because in the box they do get a little bit of light, but you want to get them out as soon as possible. So the way that the box is set up, it was a little iffy for me, so I went ahead and I grabbed the shirt. That way the shirt covers all the holes that I may be making, or that any holes that the bird can fly out of. So I grabbed the shirt, just put it around my arm, and I just stuck my arm in there, and I started feeling around. And as you can see, this is the first canary that came out. So this is a solid white canary, has a little bit of gray on its head. So he is absolutely beautiful. And at the end of this video, I'll go ahead and I'll show you guys at the very end what they look like. But I do want to say, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pull them out of this box here. I'm going to put them in a temporary cage. Whenever you do purchase birds, obviously it's a little bit hard to take them out, so I do recommend unboxing them or opening up indoors and putting them in a transport or some sort of cage, and then take them to their permanent home. And then as you can see here, this is the second canary. So this is my first pair of white mosaics. So this guy is absolutely gorgeous. So the white mosaics are actually what I'm looking forward to the most. Currently, it's a little late in the year, so I don't believe I'm going to be pairing these up. But come late winter, early spring of 2023, I will most definitely be breeding these two. Paradise Aviary Exotics, he is a reputable breeder in my opinion. So I did ask him for 2 pairs. So 1 pair of white, 1 pair of mosaics. So I'm not sure which is which yet. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna observe them very, very carefully, and then once I determine, I will be separating them. And I did request a pair, so I am fairly confident that he did send me a pair. And then these birds are fairly. I didn't ask how old they were, but just by looking at them, you can tell these birds are big. So I absolutely love them. They're. I was a little surprised by the size. But these birds, I'm very pleased with the way these birds came in. As you can tell, the second mosaic, and I believe that one is the female. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe the lighter color mosaic is going to be the female. So 3 birds down. I do have 1 more to go. This last bird was the one that I was a little bit more worried about, just because I did have to dig deep in there. But once I was able to put my hands on them, you know, got them out fairly smooth. And as you can see, we have the 4th and final bird. This is the last white canary. So this one is solid white. The other one had a little bit of gray on the head. So as soon as I determine which is male, which is female, I'll be able to distinguish them based off that gray marking up top or on the head. All right, so off camera, I'm putting them in their transport cage, but I do want to show you guys how, obviously, like you can see the hole that you're gonna have when you stick your hand in there. If you don't put any shirt or anything in there, it's likelihood of a bird getting out is pretty high. But I do want to show you guys how he packaged them. So the bottom is full seed. So everything on the bottom, there's no bedding, it's solid seed. So they had plenty of food in there. And then the container had a sponge-like substance on there, so some sort of sponge. And that's where they got their moisture from. That's where they got their water. And he did include 4 slices of cucumber. So these birds would have been fine in here for 3 or so days. Obviously, the only concern of mine of them shipping is the heat. This is the start of summer, so that was my biggest concern, was the heat. And then here we're gonna do a quick look at how they look fresh out of the box. So they haven't seen the light for about 30 or so hours, like give or take. I said it was about a day and a half of them in the box and being shipped. So he did provide me with the tracking number, so I was following these guys from the time they were dropped off to the time that they got delivered, or delivered to the post office. And I do recommend when you do that, sign up for your text notifications. That way, the moment that it gets delivered to one facility to the next, you know, and it kind of gives you a general idea of when these birds are going to show up to your city, to your local post office. But as you can see, these birds are absolutely beautiful. They're gorgeous. Inside, the light you can't really tell too well. Like I said, it's about 6:30 in the morning, so I had to turn on the flash on my light, so you can't really tell. But I'm gonna take them outside here in a second, so you guys can really see how beautiful and colored up these white mosaics are. So I'm super excited for these here. But I also want to say the importance of picking up your birds as soon as they get to your post office. Like some people will wait a couple hours, maybe they go to work, maybe they'll pick them up after work, but the sooner you pick them up, the better. And then as soon as the first thing I did, I added a cup of water, just because like I said, they hadn't had access to full water in about a day and a half. They did have that sponge, so they had that moisture, but as soon as I put that water in there, these birds jumped right into it. And then I did add, because the container was full of seed, I added that seed just because I don't want to transition them directly to the seed that I'm feeding, because he is feeding something different than I am. I want to slowly mix the feed that he had in the container, maybe for a day, for today and probably for tomorrow. That way they slowly transition to my feed, and they don't have any digestion problems or anything like that. And this is real quick. Like I said, first thing I did was just give them a bit of water, and they were thirsty. And I just want to show the importance of picking them up as soon as you can, because I think these birds would have been fine for another day or so. But the less stress you put them through, the more likelihood or the higher chance of them really thriving is going to be. But with that, I want to thank you guys for watching. Enjoy these next clips. These next clips of them outside really does them justice. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you guys enjoy our content, subscribe, hit that like button, comment down below what type of videos you'd like to see going forward. And if you have a chance, check out our website, aviarybirdsandco.com. We do have a couple blog posts up there. And then if you guys are local to my area, I do provide some birds there as well. So with that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.